Whenever you guys are ready.
Hi, I'm Mia.
I'm Joey.
I'm Nico.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Colin, and we are Student Link, a LinkedIn-style website that allows colleges and students to connect. Now I want you all to imagine you're like John here. John is an 18-year-old senior in high school, and his ACT is a little below average, and throughout his 4 years he's had a really difficult time maintaining a strong GPA. John is out of options, but now, with a week towards college deadline applications are due, he has that sinking feeling of hopelessness and anxiety that he might not go to college. But then John remembers he's made an account on Student Link. John quickly logs onto his account and finds that he's been contacted by not one, not two, but over 10 different colleges that have expressed a lot of interest in John. John can now rest assured knowing that he will be able to attend a university he has never heard about, such as North Central College. On the other end of our platform, we have our smaller schools, more specifically D3 or private institutions. How many of you have heard of North Central College in Naperville, Illinois? Not that many. North Central College is just about an hour away, and the campus is about 64 acres, and the enrollment is about 2,700 students. North Central struggles to find enough majors for certain education classes, along with their new engineering major that they released. And so by using our website, North Central will be able to pick students that they need for their majors in order to fill classes. Now some of you might be thinking, why does this matter? Well, a report done by Higher Ed Benchmark, private institutions spend about 4 times as much as public institutions to recruit for just one student. That's expensive, time-consuming, and even more stressful because smaller schools oftentimes don't have as much money as the big public schools, such as U of I or Indiana. So we created Student Link, and these are just some screenshots of our demo. Here the student will register, and then once he registers, he'll go to user profile. He'll fill out his user profile, what he likes, and then his attributes, traits, like who he is as a person, and then his scores will be in like the professional details. And then here, he'll be able to scroll down and see other students alike him. And then their social profiles, all the ratings. And then scrolling back up, he'll go to schools. And he can see requirements to get into certain schools such as Elmhurst or Concordia. And then those schools would then be able to contact him. Now Jason will be talking about our market research.
So to start off, in the coming months, we want to build a user base full of high school upperclassmen aged 16 to 19 years old. Now these students would be undecided on where they want to go to college, and they would be, these students may not be the best high school students academically, however they have personality traits that might be useful for the future and for colleges. And our customers are private and smaller D3 colleges that have a small student population and struggle to grow that population due to their lack of budget and reach compared to their larger counterparts. We hope to bridge a gap between these two high school students and these smaller colleges. So we have a large market potential with our total addressable market standing at $12.1 billion. I calculated this number by taking the amount of students enrolled in private colleges in the US, multiplied that by the amount it costs to recruit just one undergrad student. Now our serviceable addressable market, we focus mainly in Illinois with 72 small and private colleges in the state, multiply that by the amount that it costs to recruit just one student, and then multiply that by the average enrollment in each of these schools, giving us $848 million. So we have 3 main competitors, Naviance, College Board, and CapX, with our indirect competitors being Naviance and College Board. Naviance focuses mainly more on career choice rather than finding your school. And we found that their website isn't very student-friendly. But one thing they do really well is connecting with local high schools, and many of BHS students here are actually signed up to their Naviance account. Another one of these websites is College Board, and College Board it focuses more on SAT and PSAT scores to connect you with the college. So our main direct competitor is CapX, being that they connect the student and the college by taking a survey in the beginning. One thing they lack is their focus on smaller and private schools, and we hope to bridge that gap into the smaller private schools to students. Now Nico can tell us more about our market strategies.
Okay, our marketing strategies include Instagram. We will make a profile page and put up an ad where ads are $150 and they could go up and they can get over 500 to 1,000 views. And then we also make a profile page to where we can follow as many people as we want and it could expose us to the whole country. Then after that, we'll make an ad in the school newspaper, and AKA the Roundup. That could expose us to over 3,000 students at Barrington High School. Then we'll meet with high school counselors all across the Chicagoland area, and they could recommend us or make their students sign up for us, and we could get multiple thousands of students to sign up for us. And then after that, we will email colleges to try to set up meetings and go face-to-face and talk about our company. And our channels, they're only direct, but we're for sure trying to go through our website at first, but then to get the colleges, we'll email them through it, and then we'll have a face-to-face sale, because we like to shake hands and make it with eye contact. And then after that, we'll bill them every month.
Okay, so 1 unit for us is 1 monthly subscription for our database of students, and our estimated price per unit is $2,500. And our COGS is $850. So $600 of this is our website maintenance, and for this it's $50 a month for 12 months. And building the website is $250, and that's how we got $850. Now our gross profit for the first year is $60,000. Now how I found this number is I multiplied our goal of 2 colleges by the end of this year times our monthly price of $2,500, and then times 12 for assuming that they pay for a whole year. And our first year market percentage is 3%, since our target is small colleges in Illinois that are D3 or private. And there are 71 of those, so if we have 2 of 71, that is 3%. Now Mia will talk about our MVP.
So we'll be testing multiple things in our for our website. The first thing that we'll be testing is the pricing. We don't know how colleges are going to react to the pricing per month or if they want to buy students in packs. So we'll communicate with them when we're in the finalizing process. The next thing we'll be testing is our website features. By testing this, we'll have a link in our website that users can click on and tell us feedback about what they like and what they don't like about it. And then the last thing we'll be testing is marketing to colleges and students. By marketing to colleges, we'll be emailing, calling them, and talking to them face-to-face. And marketing to students, we'll be using social media, emailing, and the school newspapers, and also talking to high school counselors to ask their students to sign up for this website. In order for colleges to want our product, we have to gain their trust. So the first thing that we need to do is to get an abundant amount of students on our email list. And after that, we need to make sure that these students are loyal and will sign up for colleges once we get our website out. And our third step is to prove that to colleges that we have as many possible matches for them that they need and that they want from our product. We have 2 market risks. The first market risk we have is the college audience. Colleges are very busy and it's hard to get their attention, especially when you're a startup business. But we hope after our first or second college finalizing process, when they get our product, that they can vouch for us with other colleges, so we seem like a legitimate business for them. And the second market risk is student audience. And the reason why this is a market risk is because we never know if students will actually sign up for our website in the beginning because they don't get the product right away. But we hope that since it's a free web business for them, that just gets colleges asking to come to their college that they'll sign up. For our key metrics, we hope that we have good social media feedback, good website feedback, and good college interest and feedback. For our quantitative, we hope that we have 10,000 students signed up, that we have 15,000 clicks on our ads, and we also would like 15,000 visitors on our website, and we'd hope to have 2 colleges signed up by the end of this year. For a timeline, we've already had our MVP up and running, and by February 8th, we hope to have our marketing tactics launch up. By March 1st, we hope to have 10,000 students at least signed up for our website, and by March 25th, we hope to have our website up and running. Our testing costs will include Instagram for $150, the school newspaper for $100, and the website production for $330. In total, this is $580. Thank you for listening. Find the right connection with Student Link.
job at the beginning quantifying what the problem was.
How do you know, are there a lot of students, high school students that have no college plans at, late in the senior year?
Yeah, I mean, the whole process for applying to college is very outdated. Like, the way you guys probably signed up for college is the same way that we signed up. So we want to modernize this process because it's just a big waste of paper and there's a lot of waiting in the process of it. So we hope to just modernize it and make it better.
What information are you planning on capturing of the student?
So we have like, we've like talked to an admissions lady from Aurora, and she says like she wants to see like letters of recommendation are nice, but then she also likes to see like who you are as a person, like what clubs you join, what sports you play, after school activities, like volunteering, stuff like that.
SATs, ACTs?
Yeah, but that's not
That's like the
necessarily
standard.
important.
Yeah.
A lot of the immeasurables we want to put up there, like who they are as a person rather than, like obviously we put ACT and SAT scores, but like we want to show like who they are as a person and their character.
So you've actually been in touch with colleges, local,
Yeah.
Chicagoland
Yeah.
area colleges?
So our high school brings some like person from the college here, and so we've met with a few.
And do they express a concern about enrollment? I mean, are these colleges struggling to get people to come to school?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually, when they hear about our product, they're very excited about like what it will become. They're always like,
Good.
they give us their business card and they like email us once it's done and everything. So.
Great.
Just adding on to that, the woman from Aurora said that she had a really difficult time filling in like
I think
it was like philosophical classes or something.
Yeah.
And so like she like the program's going down because they can't find students for it. And it's too expensive for them to market towards students because they don't have that type of money.
So it's a big goal to get 10,000 students signed up for this by like March 1st, right? So when you say signed up to use this, what does that mean?
Emails. We want to have like as many emails.
So what would be even more meaningful is that if you could confirm that those numbers of students who said they would sign up are aware of what they will be required to do. Because you just basically said, yeah, we've done a good job of talking to a few schools, which is fine. Get more if you can, but what information are you going to be asking students to put on your platform that they're going to be sharing? Because getting emails from students does not mean the same as they will go on this platform and put down their top interests, clubs they've done, etc. Like, I think you need to be very specific about that for that to be a relevant point. So note that. Then second is, how are you going to get 10,000 again?
They're just marketing with Instagram ads and all of our marketing. We're thinking of, there's 3,000 students in this school. Hope to do a roundup ad in the school newspaper, so that hopefully that'll give us like 500 emails and we're doing a lot more marketing.
Where did you have money for advertising development?
We don't have any right now. At the
So,
moment.
I mean, I've seen ads on Instagram, they're usually pretty well done, videos. That's gonna cost money, I'm sure. You gotta think about that if you wanna be on Instagram. So go over how you make money again. Were you charging the colleges $2,500
Yeah, per month.
per month?
Yeah.
Oh.
What's that based on?
Just like the amount of money they pay right now just to send out mass emails and mass mailing letters. Just last week I got like a stack of mail, and that costs a lot more than what it is to sign up to our website.
Wow.
How many times have you guys actually sat down with the school, the college administrator about this problem? Like, I get the anecdote of interacting with them when they came over here, but have you been able to get kind of a sit down with any college to really walk through, all right, how are you guys doing this now? Give me a ballpark of you guys think you're spending trying to recruit, benchmarking it a little bit, try to figure out like where they get their lists of students to reach out to and all that. Like, have you-
Well,
do you have-
honestly, so far colleges, they're very busy, and whenever we try to set up a meeting with them, we always get put on to like a different person from a different department, and that's just usually how the call works. But we hope after we have the list of students that they'll think that we're more legitimate and that we're actually trying to get this out there and help
How are you
colleges.
approaching the colleges? Just telephone call
Calling,
or
emailing,
personal?
trying to just get as much attention as possible.
Yeah, you gotta show them something that, you know, it's gotta pique their interest.
I have somebody that I can put you in touch with from Judson. That would probably fit the profile of the schools that you're going
Just like adding on to what she was saying, we haven't like formally met with like administrators yet, but like in like the coming months, I feel like we can definitely have at least one college on board. Like I know North Central for a fact. My like dad's old friend from college, like he still works on the campus, and so like he's like really well known with like the administrators there, so.
Yeah, I think the MVP needs, you just need more data gathering with who your real customer is, because the students, yeah, at the end of the day, it's free. Yeah. I think it's a yes and. I think we need to add on some time spent with the universities, and I'm happy to try to put you in touch with my contact from Judson. Will you give me your contact information before you leave, and I'll see to it that you get something by the end of the day.
Are you doing any research to kind of define a universe of colleges and universities that are, I feel like there's a lot of data out there that have like a certain enrollment size or a trend in a downward trend in enrollment or something like that to quickly or efficiently assemble a list of, you know, your target universe of colleges. I mean, I know the goal is 2, but you know, I think if there's a group of colleges that you can target and kind of have in your hopper that meets some criteria of, you know, deteriorating enrollment or, you know, student size or maybe even location of the school or something like that is contributing to that or you know, a budget issue or something like that. You know, if you can define that better.
Why do you guys think, Mia, to your point about how the process is still the same as it was when we went to school, why is that? Why do you think?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I just don't think like people really thought of like this specific problem that is just so outdated, but like people keep doing it because only high schoolers are applying to colleges, but recently high schoolers, like, they haven't started businesses and they haven't thought of their own problems. It's not like people who are older than us are gonna think of, oh, like, they're just like in their day-to-day life and they're gonna think the college application process, but since we're juniors in high school, it's a very big part of our day-to-day life of applying to college and getting all of our testings done and all of that stuff. I think it's just more relevant in our life than just your average business person.
I mean,
1 minute.
I buy some of that, but I think there's probably some real problems
Yeah.
that people haven't figured out a way to solve. Have you talked to administrators here about, hey, what are the laws or privacy laws associated with release of transcripts, for example?
Yeah.
And have you ever been approached by companies that are wanting to house that information for you? Or just, I'm trying to make sure we do some creative thinking about why hasn't this problem, or what attempts have been made to solve this problem in the past, and or what are the major stumbling blocks. But I mean, I think it's a great concept. So what do we want to do with the?
Yeah, could you go back to your page that's what you're asking for
Yeah.
funding for this MVP, so we can look at this, okay?
What school newspaper are you advertising? I really want to, you know, I'm trying to rationalize your target customer and client curious about the student population. I really find it hard to imagine that there's 10,000 kids, you know, in and around the Chicagoland area that are juniors or seniors in high school and have no idea what they're doing in college. And that's going to be an important thing for you to you know, to determine.
I'd be surprised if it were that low.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I think there was maybe one kid in my high school that didn't know they were going to college.
Well, this isn't just for like kids who don't know what they're doing, but it's also like an opportunity. And if you like have an idea about like where you're gonna go to college, I mean, you can always do this, and you can always see what colleges are available for you. It's also like
My point is,
like
in your you know in your expenditure here, I think the critical thing for you to do is find 10,000 students. Because then you got 10,000 students, you can go to Concordia College and say, hey, I got you know 2,000 kids that might want to come here, and they're going to listen to you.
Last comment.
But I don't think $330 in website production is going to get you 10,000 students.
Yeah.
So I think what we're asking you to do is, we won't approve the full 580, maybe we can agree on a smaller number, but you need to come back with how are you spending those dollars to get students, so you can get the right feedback, and actually have something to show these colleges. I don't know what's the amount then. So I think you need to do, I think you should try the Instagram and do the newspaper, although everyone costs $100. Isn't the school newspaper free? No.
for some reason.
Okay, interesting.
All right, we gotta come up with a number here.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe focusing even internally to Barrington High School and forget about maybe the graduating class, but maybe targeting juniors and getting information on them and like what their interests are and,
Like maybe an extra 150 then.
yeah, okay,
So,
that's
like,
fine.
you see it's 400 total.
400?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay,
Right.
great, thank you.